Hello, hello, and come in, everyone. Welcome to the Hush House Library, a place of secret and wonder, seated cliffside over the ocean on the island of Brancrug. The tea is brewed and ready to pour, so make yourself comfortable as we crack open the book of our adventure, peeling back the skin of the world to glimpse the hidden histories laying beneath. And the library is back open after we have disarmed most of the dangers in this room, but we've yet to touch this room. It may still explode. Or it might not. We shall see. Or shall we? Evolve via Hushery. Evolve via Nyctodermy. Try to use those cards. This one, yes. This one, no. It'll be a little hard with only one whist. And then Nyctodermy. Assigned to Shapt. And there it is. Assigned to Fet. Is there something that I could fit Moon and Nectar into along with this? Maybe not that. Definitely not that. Nope. Ooh, that's Evolve via Preservation. An evolve tied to it. Evolve via Birdsong. Also evolve via bird. Does this have a bird? Okay, this one doesn't. These beds are all okay. I could still put that in there. Won't help any. That could still go in there. Ah, but I can't put Fet in here. So close. What about you? Nope. You were just Snow and Moth. Have I? I have not. I think I was holding off on that one. Okay, that's not really going to change anything. Let's just get the day passing. A storm. 4 sky and 4 heart. Get into either of these. I also opened this book. Which of these writing desks had a little overpowered, but we'll get into that pretty quick. That needs to go into the alchemy room. Go. Oh. I have to use one of my notes. Not the end of the world. I can earn some cash. And I know I had a drink with Sky associated with it. I just don't remember where. Suppose what I could do is have mild concern over the fact that maybe I did not have a Sky associated drink on hand. There it is. The only one? What are you? Your pot of ink. Oh, there's a book here. Fuel, sustenance tool. I got that as a tool. And then I can just give her the drink. And then we can get into here. Excellent. Here's the wind rage is so great that I can barely stand upright, forcing me to retreat back to the stairs. I can hear the voice in the wind now, carrying out sorrow as great as the wind's rage. Then unlocking. Okay, there it is. Lesson memory before I let that fade away into oblivion. Okay, what is that? That's amber. Okay. Material, gem, plant, granite slab. Valentine's Memorial. Valentine died 2 centuries ago. This stone is much newer, more like 2 decades. Can't do anything with birds. Birds are just kind of hanging out. Sky in winter. Or Sky and Forge, sorry. Well, that's kind of amusing. Yeah, that's not what I really want. I don't really have any sky. Use an instrument. I can set the contradiction to music. Or not potent enough to do anything with. Huh, I am really lacking in sky-oriented skills. And other things. Gee, dwellings, 10 winter written in. Set this down here for now. I really need to organize these books. Because let's see here over in here, yes. Some of these I haven't gone through, but I can. Doing both of these. Because I can't get through that yet. Right. Weather is hail. Add something with a memory aspect, and I have the makings of a significant edge memory. Okay. Discipline of the hammer. That's different. Let's get that brewing. Okay, now which of these writing desks accepted scale? Go. And then this one is moon. Which I'm not sure I have potent enough moon. Never mind. Get through both of those fairly effectively. Much more potent preparation can be extracted from remains of labhite, but labhites generally frown on this technique. It is an angry liquid. It is a very angry liquid. One which I don't know what I'm going to do with. Collect my final sixpence out of doing this. That is quite the intense icon. And that is the lesson of sea stories. Yeah, these shelves are getting crowded. Years and fates of forgotten things, the carapace crossed, line of Antaeus, the world of the low red sun, and much is taken, much abides. wonder. Okay, we got something new here. Then a lesson in sea stories. Ooh, snow. Sky and winter. That renders the worm-eaten hull accessible. Or at least it would help render the worm-eaten hull accessible, I should say. If I can get a hireling with winter on hand. Actually, that reminds me. Let's see here. Oh, didn't realize I had this skill. So many skills. As a sect remains, I can render something darkly leathery, chillingly powerful. In that case, I should go through here. And end up just creating the same thing. Alright, never mind. Oh, for Scholar, crush a flower. Flower? I got any winter aligned flowers left? I do. I have sea holly. And technically Eve's locks. That would be more alchemy. Huh. Well, it is winter. I still harvest this? Nope. Okay. Oh, these have winter tied to them, but over their lantern aspect is more important. I'm still curious what we'll gather from the hive in this time of year. Forgetting it's this book. You gotta write those down. Passing Poet. And this will be straightforward. Snow brings up to 10. There we go. You had the promise of something a little beguiling memory. Yeah, let's do that. Or beguiling melody. That could be useful. Oh, right, flower. You like flowers. There, give you one of those. Since I can gather those along the shoreline here. Actually, speaking of, maybe I will. And well, since I walked along these edges. Nothing except for the memory of sound. Okay, that's... I guess I shouldn't have expected anything more from that. What was I looking at? Ah, yes, the Worm-Eaten Hall. The place bears the unmistakable trace of worms, the serpents which are no serpents. They are almost certainly gone, but we'll take no chances. Worms are difficult to evict from buildings, much harder to evict from people. So let's just make sure they're evicted from the building before they get into people. Bad fabric, okay. Wishing Tizan. Both these make the doll. Okay, that's not helpful. I swear, it's like every Grail option ends up in making the, well, except for this one makes Ruby Wise Wine. Okay, I take that back. This one makes a doll. Okay, that will make Ruby Wise Wine. Doll. Optional, what are we ready for? You know what? I should just. I'm going to get House of Light. And I hope it does not break the save. It probably shouldn't. Chai tea. Uncatalogued books. Gaol Hall. Here the guards and the prisoners would take their mirrors. Sometimes callers, too, would descend from his tower and discuss philosophy with prisoners, ethics with Antaeans, theology with Lapites. Afterwards, he would generally burn his notes. Reasonable. Chair, chess set, online coffee, mop and bucket, warm nod kitchen, another kitchen. Water serving area, books to contemplate. Can I contemplate these at a writing desk? I can. Or apparently I could burn them. We're not going to do that. The fact that dares even present me with that option. Man, I should have discovered this so much sooner. Really not that desk, though. Okay, that's all the writing desks active then. Some more flowers. Oh, I have to put my whisk to work, never mind. You can hang out right there. With the angry liquid. Oh, hey, writing desk. Driftwood and quartz. One moon. I should be able to actually, yes. No? Oh, you're a phonograph record. Catch me by surprise with that. I do have a phonograph. Okay, you're going in here then. Before I go grabbing everything, let's. Flowers. Wood. I don't know where to put that. Alright, book. That is a film reel. That is not a book. But that is a book. I do have a projector. You're an edge film reel. I can't. Projector's not good for that one. Actually, forge and forge. Huh. And we have to see about getting into that then. Alright, and then this phonograph record can go into here. Yes, it can. Okay. One tryst. And then wolf stories. Subject Hill and Hollow. Oh, I'm gonna need memory for that. That's fine. More flowers. Eh? What do we got here? Oh, my yearly stipend. Subject Coil and Chasm. Mantra of Worms in Sanskrit. I do speak that. Which one was scale? This writing desk was scale. Should start organizing books into rooms with their appropriate writing desk. But also, this room doesn't really have a whole lot of space for shelving. Oh, hey, it's a Gale. Ooh, hire someone. Three heart, three sky. 12 heart would get me in there. 12 heart would also get me in there. We do want the smoky chamber or the Nod kitchen. This kitchen has clearly been penetrated by and polluted by worms. Parasites of the sun. The worms are long gone, but the kitchen will need scouring, it will need decontaminating, and then it will definitely need all its food throwing out, even if it's tinned. Understandable. But then I'll have another kitchen. Ooh, Mist Sunk Meadow. Actually, getting in there might not be a bad idea. Unfortunately, I think heart is kind of easier for me to get hold of right now. And then effort. I guess we'll use health card. Okay. Understands. Appreciation. Greek. Durin having it. Enevak. Enevek? Do I speak that? I wish there was a way to sort this. Oh, that sorts it by power. I guess that's one way. Raktak, Fusin, Lycos, Ramsund, Deepmendag, Ilasami, Sabazine. No, I don't speak that language. Okay. Go ahead and pick the language up then. Did I need memory fear for? Oh, right. This. Fear. This is the wrong writing table. I guess I technically didn't need fear. Oh. I'm going to try one more time. Well, hang on. You. I forget if I can, I think I don't have the one Fost card. Oh well. Shoot. Well, I shouldn't let that go to waste. Let's try our mid-side a little alchemy. More potent. If I add fabric, I can weave the stained fibers into something, into a greater binding. Huh. Interesting. I don't think I have any fabric. Well, any fabric that's heart aligned, I should say. And I have no idea how to get this cleaned. Well, that is unfortunate. Most unfortunate. back to the alchemy table. Gideon soaks. Yep. A suitably aspected liquid. Oh, interesting. 3 heart, 3 grail. Didn't even realize that. Hang on. I thought it just produced Gideon soaks. This would also produce Gideon soaks. If I work at an instrument, I can elevate to something more powerful. Interesting. Like drum. What am I thinking? Of course, drum. Wistful air. Cheerful ditter. Yeah, we'll just do that. Some degree of a waste, but oh well. Chasm and coil. Ah, my health is fatigued. That's the only thing I've got that can level this. Genuinely upsetting. Nope, I don't want it on the table. I want it. There we go. That's why I've been having issues with nectar books. There's only one source of it. Sunny. Still another chance. Another chance to open doors. That did not generate a nectar memory. Don't have the one book. I got this one over here as well, but oh, nectar. Good luck getting into that, I guess. Oh, up here. Passing poet. Perfect. You hired on. Should be able to get to the mist sunk meadow. Fear and contradiction. Contradictions indeed. That's why I haven't touched that book. I haven't been able to cleanse it yet. Scale. Nectar. Any memory that has either scale or nectar tied to it. I mean, at this point, I'm ready to try anything. Well, hang on, why don't I look at the skills they provide? Like, that gave me, I think... Of course, I've been approaching this all wrong. Subject spices and savors. And again, never mind. Don't use your Faust. Sure, at this point, I'm willing to try anything. That just gives me revelation. And then we give you the Astrolab. And then we'll be able to get into the Mist Sunk Meadow. No more blue crown. Another revelation. Huh, a little bit of gossip. Alright, there's grass beneath my feet and a mingle of wildflower scents. But above all, damp salt vapors with thick sea fog. Somewhere in the fog, I think I hear a distant bell, far away, as if we're beneath the sea. Perhaps it's going to be blown away, perhaps sung away, if I bring the right powers and the right assistance. Perhaps I can just gradually lose it, which is also a valid option. Earl Brian's Field. Brian is another one of the leitmotif names that recur all through Brancrug's long histories. This one This one was Brian of Brittany, who is named Earl of Cornwall by King William after the conquest in 1068. Okay. There's nothing I can do. Oh, okay, here we go. Hush House lives again. Perhaps that's all I want. This will end your game. Ambitious librarians might prefer to keep looking for another victory. Contented librarians understand that to restore the house and find the tree is victory enough, or, of course, you could choose this ending anytime you like and begin again with another librarian. Interesting. We are not ending that early. We are, however, going to have to close up the library for the time being while we contemplate the significance of this tree here. So until then, we're out of time. Every time. Every time we're out of time. As the sun in rags comes to rest, so too must we close the book on our journey, for now within the walls of Hush House. Fret not, though. If you want to be notified of new adventures or be informed when I livestream, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. And if you like my content, hit the like button. If you dislike my content, hit the dislike button. Both of these help me out more than you might realize. And if you have any thoughts, errant or otherwise, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. And until next time, ta-ta for now, and I hope you all have a good one.